You are listening to Connor vs. Cobb, and I am just tickled to be here. How about you, Nicholas?
I always get a kick out of whatever your little intro is going to be. It's thoughtful every single time. I don't think of anything.
Thank you.
But you come up with something fun.
Thank you. And then I contribute nothing for the rest of the show until the very end.
But you start off strong and you end strong.
That's all you got to do.
What does the middle even matter?
Like Hedberg said, you can't be like pancakes.
What else did he say? I mean, I remember his bit about pancakes. What else did he say about it?
You can't be. He's like, as a comic, your job is to start strong and finish strong. You can't be like pancakes, all exciting in the beginning, and by the end you're just sick of them.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever finished a plate of pancakes. Not when it's like more than 3.
See,
they look so good, just like soggy with syrup. Oh God, I love pancakes so much.
What you're doing right now is you're talking to a pancake guy. Okay, now I didn't really do pancakes or waffles. I forgot the word waffles for a moment there. Until
waffles.
When COVID happened and we started working from home, I had just gotten a waffle iron that I never used. Nick, I'm not lying or exaggerating when I say I had pancakes every day for at least 100 days. Pancakes or waffles.
I love them both.
Yeah.
Love them both. My kids now like you can go to Costco and get like 100 Eggo waffles, which are all very good, but they're not the same.
No, they're not.
I got a waffle iron, brand new waffle iron from a yard sale, which is like, when you can get that, it hadn't even been unboxed yet.
Yeah.
The first thing we did when we got home, made my daughter a waffle. And you know what was inside the waffle? A screw. There was a screw inside of the waffle. And she's like, Dad, there's a bolt inside this. There's a screw. There's a nail.
It's a screw, you idiot.
And, and I'm like, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. This is brand new. But it was like an extra screw that was thrown in there, but not inside of a plastic bag. And it ended up in my daughter's waffle. And I don't think we've used it since.
I mean, that'll mess with your head. We haven't had Werther's Original ever since. Look.
Yeah, I love Werther's Originals.
They're
almost
so good.
As much as I love root beer barrels.
I grew up a Werther's boy. All right. I would eat Werther's Original and butter.
You don't hear that too often. It's usually a Werther's man. Are you a Werther's man? Are you 82 fishing off of your front porch?
My grandma always had them. And then I was like, man, I haven't had these in years and years and years. And I picked up 2 bags of them from the grocery store. I was like, I haven't had these in years. Let's start with 80 of them.
Yeah, baby.
I had maybe 2. Then Rachel texts me. She's at a movie with a friend or by herself or something. I don't know. She's like, she texted me on the way home. She's like, don't eat any more of the Werther's. I was eating one during the movie and something felt weird in it. I took it out of my mouth and I just put it in the wrapper. I was like, I'll see what it is after the movie. It was a screw.
What? Inside the Werther's?
Inside a Werther's. She contacted the Werther's people. It was like, this is not good.
Did you jump on a Zoom? Please say you jumped on a Zoom.
We did not jump on a Zoom, but you know
I jumped on a Zoom. I've got a Zoom with Werther's.
They go, oh yeah, there's a screw in it. Well, when this happens, we need you to send it to us. You're like, no, we're not sending you the evidence so you can bury it. Okay. So they sent us coupons for 2 bags of Werther's.
I'm surprised you didn't put it in a time capsule. Yeah. I'd like to have someone do a time capsule, but just of busted ass candy.
God,
so in 200 years, they look back and they're like, humans in 2025 were eating candy with machinery inside.
They called it a bolt suck. And
they were tough. Those humans were way tougher than we are now.
What is your okay? No, we can't give you. Did you ever figure out what your phone number spells? Have you ever done that?
We've talked about this, and I don't know what it spells.
That's right. I told you that I had 731
something like
eggs,
egg face or something.
731 eggs. Well, I was reminded a couple of days ago that my freshman or sophomore year in college, my phone number was WWF Lust.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a good phone number,
That's a
man.
good one. You're not going to ever forget it.
I had
Perfect.
forgotten it, and then so I'm back home. I'm in Virginia. I'm at my dad and stepmom's house right now. I was at my mom's for a couple days, and then my friend Al is getting married for his bachelor party. He just wanted to see his friends, so we all hung out at my friend Glenn's house. It was great. Everyone came. We just hung out for like 12 hours. It was great.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to do it.
That's that's the kind of high school reunion I want.
Mm-hmm.
Can I pick 30 people?
Yeah.
From my high school graduating class.
Yeah.
And just them.
Just hang out and just hang out at the house.
Richest friend's house.
Yeah. Just sit there. Everybody just bring one thing. Well,
what'd you bring?
Well, I didn't bring anything. We didn't have to bring. Glenn was bringing everything. I'm just saying for your high school reunion. Glenn provided all the food and stuff.
But what do you bring in those situations? What do you like to cook?
Well, I brought no. Here's the thing. Al has a very narrow diet, so the food was his diet, it was very funny. He only eats like 5 things, and it was those 5 very plain things.
What does he eat?
Cheese pizza, plain hamburgers, plain hot dogs, baguette.
Wow.
He ate a whole baguette in one go.
Wimpy went and did like a semester abroad. Yeah, that's what it sounds like it is.
Yeah.
I have 2 friends they only eat burgers. That's it.
I had 2 burgers yesterday. I'm shook still. It's just 2 giant like homemade burgers where they're like 3/4 pounders. Oh my God. But this is not my point.
I'm surprised you're awake.
I know. That's why I called you yesterday during my drive. I was driving with my mom's and my dad's. It's 3 hours, and I'd just eaten 2 hamburgers and 2 plates of baked beans.
God,
yeah. So I was going through a bunch of stuff in my house. I was looking for like some old cards of mine and stuff. And I discovered I also collected X-Men cards. Had no idea, didn't read comic books, not sure where they came from. But I also, I've been a huge Bulls fan ever since I was in early elementary school.
Are you trying to tell me that you were a huge Bulls fan when they were the best team of all time?
Well, this is
wow.
This is when they never won a playoff series, but
still had Michael Jordan.
Yes, they had young Michael Jordan. I was a child.
Yeah, you're
they were on
this...
TV. I was a child. They were on. What? Wait a minute. What? You douche. What 6-year-old or 5-year-old when I became a fan? What 5-year-old is going to be like? Oh, I need to pick a favorite team because we don't have a home team. Let me pick a team that has never played on TV before. You pick one of the 6 teams that's on TV.
Dude, I didn't grow up with a team, and I found my team that was my team for 20 years. The Cleveland Cavaliers, baby. Mark Price led Cleveland Cavaliers. I know. That's how.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
The Cleveland. Well, that was my team for a long time because they weren't the Bulls, because everyone else. And I did not grow up around here.
Well, what I'm trying to say is I discovered that my fandom went a little too far, okay, as I'm going through things. One, I remember this the very first time I went to a Bulls game. So there was a thing at Bulls home games. People would have bull horns they'd wear on their head, right? I made my own bull horns for my first game in Washington. I remember my stepdad was a little embarrassed, but he went with it. I look back at it, I was like, yeah, it's kind of cute for a kid who made the bull horns. They look like the actual bull horns. Kind of cool.
Sure. I mean, of course.
I look a little more. I'm like, so I just collected all Jordan things. I have every newspaper article, like Dream Team, Jordan's retirement, every championship.
Still just struggling to wrap my mind around how
you ready for
a
this?
Boy that likes sports liked the best team of all time. It's just crazy to me. Okay, sorry. What'd you get?
Okay, so I have a lot of cards, books, newspaper articles. 2 things stuck out as too far. One, I had an Avon catalog with Jordan on the cover. Where did I get an Avon?
You did Avon?
Where did I get an Avon catalog? Yeah, I thought I texted you a picture of
They
it.
probably dropped it off in your mailbox, but like
Dude,
the fact that he did one.
I don't understand what I didn't even open it. I just looked at it and just like smacked my head and was like, "What is this?"
There's just zero connection to be made between Jordan and Avon. I wish they did a commercial.
Yeah.
Exact same, like where he's like glistening green sweat doing these crazy dunks, and then
I got the I'm
contact
back.
your local Avon spokesman.
I got the I'm back SI. It's in perfect condition because it's been in a sleeve. Gonna try to sell
Is
that.
that
Here's
worth
the
something?
Avon. Yeah, I mean, I looked it up on eBay. People sell them for up to $1,500 if they're in mint condition. Avon.
Is anybody buying the Avon magazine? Somebody may
Father's
buy that.
Day for sports loving dads. Avon campaign 13. So that was the first thing. It was a little too far. The other thing I found, I mean, it must have been in 93 or 94.
Yeah, I have a feeling
somewhere
I
in the
know what's
93,
coming.
94 year for a poetry unit for an English class. I wrote a
Jesus
poem
Christ.
about BJ Armstrong.
Oh, Jesus.
And how he was gonna lead the Bulls to their 4th title
During his gap year. Wow.
He was an all-star that year. He was an all-star.
He was a pretty good player. He's a pretty good player. Had a good year. I think he went to Charlotte later, and he was pretty good there too.
Yeah, he went to Charlotte in 95.
Mm-hmm.
The poem was called 4. And it was about him hitting threes.
Please tell me it was graded. Was it graded?
Yes, it said excellent.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, look, I looked at it. It was well written. All right. It's just a little weird.
Maybe she didn't know who BJ Armstrong was. Maybe she thought you were gay.
It was ridiculous
that
I thought he was going to lead them instead of Pippen or Kukoc.
Yeah. Maybe. The kids are romantic.
That's the part that stood out to me. I was looking at it, I was like, why BJ?
He was a good player. I think he was always seen as someone who, if he is not playing on a Jordan team, I mean, any number of players, you could have said this about John Paxson. I remember we've spoken of in the same way. Like, I think Paxson averaged like 7 points during his career, but hey, he probably averaged 13, 14 if he weren't on a Jordan team.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that.
Jordan said that BJ was a little annoyed with his role sometimes because he was like, I could score over 20 playing for any other team. And Jordan's like, yeah, he could score over 20 for any other team, but that's not your role here. It's like Jordan could have scored over 40, but that's not, you don't win like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Didn't he average 37 one season, Jordan?
He averaged, I think it was 37 or 38. And it was like 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. And he shot, I think, 54% from the field that season.
Yeah. I mean, I have to ask you because there aren't any other Michael Jordan fans. It's just crazy that you became a fan of the best player of all time. When he was beginning his peak. It's just nuts. And you lived in the area. Wow. What are the odds?
You can't call a 5-year-old a band. When you're 5, you pick who's on TV.
Can. The number of times that you're watching a game and then
no
they
home
pan
team.
over to a little kid that's crying, I always have the same reaction, which is that little boy doesn't deserve to win the championship, okay? He hasn't suffered long enough, and he damn sure shouldn't be crying yet. His father, yes. The son, he's watched what? 30 games in his life? I don't like it.
The Bulls are around 500. Okay, I mean, he went to the worst team in the NBA.
Oh God,
what are you talking about? Bandwagon. There were only a few teams on TV. Philly,
what do you mean? What
Boston,
am I talking about?
LA.
Bandwagon.
They put a little bit of Chicago on because it was his rookie year. They played against the Lakers. My brother was a Lakers fan, so I picked. If I was a Lakers or Celtics fan, then you'd have a case.
If you were a boy when Michael Jordan was in his second year, it doesn't matter what age you were, you had Bulls gear. That's what I mean by a bandwagon fan. Everyone loved him. Why are you trying to make yourself out like it's some freak thing?
What's the other choice?
The Cleveland Bulls.
Cleveland was not on TV except in the playoffs.
That's
and
true.
If they
That's
played
absolutely true. That was part of the mystique.
Yeah.
that you only got a chance. It was like the circus.
Yeah.
The circus was in town when the Cavaliers were playing the Nets in the first round.
Yeah.
And they were guaranteed to win that series, and they only won.
I
It was
liked
a
watching
comic.
basketball. You had your CBS on Sunday, the Bulls played on WGN, and Atlanta played on TBS. Those were the teams you could watch. So you could watch those two teams regularly, and then you got CBS was usually Lakers, Celtics, or Philly.
Look,
And
man,
it happened to be Lakers Bulls one day. Brent was rooting for the Lakers. I picked the Bulls. Suck it.
you rooted for the Lakers. What a disgrace. I'm no longer upset with you.
You don't understand. You're missing this thing of if you don't have a home team, you're going to root for a team that you can watch on TV.
You don't think I know what it is to not have a home team?
Yeah,
I know way better than you do.
Natural.
What's that?
You're acting like it's not natural to pick a team that you're able to watch.
No, of course it's natural. That was
it's
my
why there's
point.
so many Steelers
my point
fans
is
and
that
Cowboys
it's not
fans.
crazy that you became a Bulls fan. Of course, everybody our age became a Bulls fan, except for me, because I'm a unique human with individual ideas.
I don't know any other Bulls fans who aren't from Chicago, but I'm also a
I
Bears
was
and
strolling
White Sox
around
fan
Memphis
too.
with a Detlef Shrimp jersey. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I'm also a Cowboys and Yankees fan. All right, it's Bulls, Bears, White Sox. So let's just shut up and talk about something else.
I'm enjoying talking about this. God, I did know people who were exactly that. Every season, it was sad. Like, I'm a Packers fan this year, and then, God.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know plenty of people who did that. One of my brothers, it was really funny when he decided he was a Pistons fan, because I was like, oh, let's see you walk out of this in a year.
That's so gross. Hey, so because of me, my one of my hypotheticals was cut in half last week, and I think the one about the pube hair on the neck, we only got half of that.
Sure.
Last time, in the last episode.
Yeah, last week's episode, we lost about 20 minutes of your side of the conversation, and I thought it would have been
the best side.
A little overly indulgent if I posted the part where it's just me.
Just responding.
I'm just talking, and then there's 15 seconds of silence, and then I'm like, oh, actually, let me
You're just responding to my ridiculous follow-up questions about the neck pube hair.
Let our ones of listeners just fill in their side of the dialogue.
Man, my buddy Kai just chimes in about all of our hypotheticals.
Is that who sent you the photos?
Yeah, he sent pictures. So the hypothetical question last week was, you've got the chance to cure a disease, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we just call it heart disease? Because cancer, it's too easy of a yes. You can cure heart disease. No one suffers from heart disease anymore, but you're going to have a massive patch of pubic hair on your neck. And if anybody, no one knows that you're responsible, that you've made the sacrifice. Nobody knows that. And if you ever shave it, heart disease comes back, kills millions. Right?
Yeah.
Now you answered that one, so then I modified it.
Well, heart disease is also one of those where it's hard to say no to that. You said lupus.
I did.
I'm like, this is a more narrow disease that I don't think I'm going to give up my neck for.
No, but then I modified it to the point where it's like it kind of became impossible. Maybe my favorite type of hypothetical. It's impossible to answer because I said, you never get sick. Sure, eventually you'll die, but you will never, ever get sick between now and the end of your life. But you have a massive ring around your neck of pubes.
Right. And let me ask you a question about this. Because the sample photos you sent, so I was picturing like nothing else, and then just a ring, like the rings around Saturn around my neck, but it's pubes.
That is what I was expecting. That's what I was thinking.
All right, because the photo you sent me looked more like a beard of Ronnie Garvin's hair. If you remember the old wrestler Ronnie Garvin.
No, that's true. That's true. I mean, those were Kai's renditions. But I was thinking, like, best case, you're like a wig party candidate where you have just a bunch of neck hair.
Yeah. It's unmistakable what the hair is, right?
Yeah. And then everybody's like, why the hell? But you can't You can never say, well, if I shave this, heart disease comes back.
Right.
You can't say it. And you got
Didn't
stuck.
you say it comes back like twofold or something?
Yeah. Dude, Kai sent me a good one.
I think I would just leave it in the hands of scientists, and I say, you guys got to step it up.
Yeah, you can't live like that. That's an impossible look. Like, best case, you are kind of like a hero to bald men everywhere for about 6 days.
Yeah.
And then it goes sour. I mean,
Yeah.
this just, what can you do?
And what's the part of the question that was cut from last week?
I think the part where I elevated it to, you'll never get sick again.
Oh, yeah.
Because before then, you just kept on saying, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But then you're like, oh, I don't ever get diarrhea. I never have a fever. I don't ever even get allergies.
Did I say
I don't have to get any
diarrhea?
more shots. Nothing for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Then you have to consider it.
Then you have to consider it. And then I'd
You'll
lean
still
yes,
probably say
but
no.
I'm going to say no. But I like consider. By the way, my niece and nephew were here, and I went to the bathroom, and I came out. My niece goes, "Did you pee or poop?"
Yeah.
I was like, "It's none of your
Sure.
business."
Yeah. Can't you tell? Can't they tell already? My son is still like, I told you, he pinches a loaf and it looks like he bought it from Costco. That's the way I put
you
it
told
now.
me that.
And he does not flush ever.
Why? Is he trying to show off? Is he flexing on you?
Yeah,
Don't
it's
let
an
him flex
Uncle
on you. He's a
Milty, yeah.
boy.
I'll yell like, dude, you got to flush. And he'll just respond, but I washed my hands. And I'm like, it's not either or. Okay. It's a combo. Wash hands.
I thought you said
After you
wash my
flush.
hands. You're gonna have to make a list. All right.
I will have to make a list. They're huge. It's just, it really is like the emoji.
He never flushes, or just like,
I'd say 1 out of every 5 times he
oh,
flushes.
good God.
Like you walk in the house and you're like, the dog must have crapped on the carpet. And then you're like, no, he just didn't flush. He's just so, neither one of my kids take any enjoyment in going to the bathroom. They don't like it. They put it off. They put off peeing. They put off peeing.
That's what you do until you're old enough to realize that you need to cherish those moments.
They're the best. The best parts of my day every day are the 18 times I go pee.
Do you remember the South Park about that? About it was like 10 years ago, maybe 15. Cartman has to poop, and he waits too long, and the window of opportunity closes, and he's like, "No, I'm gonna have diarrhea tomorrow."
I told you that one of the best things that ever happened to me, although it didn't seem like it at the time, but one of the best things that ever happened to me was when I got a tapeworm the weekend that Pirates of the Caribbean came out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Perfect time to have it. Yeah.
I went to go. You wouldn't think that there was much of a Venn diagram overlap there, but there is. So I went, and there's this long line for the men's, but I had some popcorn, and this tapeworm was hungry. I had to go within.
Did you know you had a
period of
tapeworm?
a few weeks where it was either that or IBS, where I had to go within about 45 seconds of consuming anything. And like an idiot, I still went to go see Johnny Depp. And I had to, I'm a polite person. I'm not confrontational. And to
Very
this point in my
cocky,
life,
though.
I did not like to go into public restrooms, or at least I didn't like to shit in them. And I was elbowing dudes and saying out loud, like, guys, this is happening right now. You're just going to have to get out of the stall. And I like banged my hand. I just banged really hard on the stall. They came out like, Jesus Christ, dude. And I'm like, I can't talk about it. And I sat down. I didn't even close the door and just had a huge blowout. And the restroom door was open because the line was so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's a disgusting practice that men do sometimes because it's so rare that we have a long line. But every once in a while, when there is a long line, the door to the restroom itself will be open. We can't be, but we're so impatient.
Was this an AMC?
No, I don't think so.
It doesn't matter.
It was like at the time, it was like a 16 screen theater. It was a big theater.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, but okay. here's my
But
question.
because of that, I learned that I can do it in public, and ever since it's been a blessing.
How'd you get a tapeworm?
What?
How did you get a tapeworm?
Oh, I was working in a camp in Arkansas. I imagine that's
Or
how.
from the water?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
How'd you get it out? At the movie? Did it come out?
I just remember that I had to take a sample of my crap to a lab. And they're like, "Do you have a container?" I'm like, who has a shit container? I mean, I thought that was the toilet. What are you talking
Bringing
about?
a backpack.
And I had to, my mom's a margarine fan, and I had to empty out, I can't believe this isn't butter. What was it called? I can't believe it's not
Wait a
butter.
minute, this can't be butter, can it, Ma?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. I had to empty that out completely, run it through the dishwash, and then crap in that. And then I took that to the lab.
You brought the whole poop for a sample? Are you supposed to bring the whole poop or a scoop?
No, it was God, that's so disgusting. But
Imagine misunderstanding that much though, and going to Quest Diagnostics with a whole poop.
Quest Diagnostics. I mean, what size container are they looking for? Like an egg carton? What do they want?
You walk in with a whole poop. It's like, Jesus Christ, get this out of here.
Dude, you didn't need this. No, it wasn't. No,
to
from
be a
my memory, it was
swipe
just
of
part of it.
Okay. So just get a tub of diarrhea.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, "Hey, can I get that back? I'm going to need that back afterwards."
So, okay. So
You
then
run it
they
through a
find out you
spin
have
cycle.
it. Did they give you medicine that kills it? So that you pass it, or
Yeah, I think it was IBS. I think they determined it was that. So
no tapeworm?
yeah, correct.
You were just nervous.
Pretty much for Pirates of the Caribbean in the opening of the movie.
God, I'm
know
gonna
how
shit
they
my
pull
pants.
off.
Johnny Depp was on the screen.
Hey, Kai sent me a whole man. I've got a ton of hypotheticals. Can I ask you one?
Yeah, let's hear one.
You win one of those like $1 billion lottery draws, right? Or like 500 million or whatever. You win one of those,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to accept the check. You don't wear a mask.
How much money did you say? 5 million?
500 million.
500 million. Yeah. Okay, I'll do it.
500 million. You don't wear a mask. Everyone knows that you won.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's do it. It's fine.
Right. But
Mm-hmm.
you can only ever for the rest of your life buy people gifts from Dollar Tree. You can't pay for them to go on a trip. Nothing like that. There's no loophole. You are a $700 million man that can only buy people gifts from Dollar General.
Can I have a charity too? Can I?
There's
I can
no
donate
loophole. Nothing.
No, but I'm just saying. But it's still like my name's not on it. But like I can donate money to charity. I just can't buy things for friends. Is that what you're saying?
I don't even know that you can do the charity. Look, unless it involves buying out all of the inventory of your local dollar store.
I think that's what I would have to do. Is like, hey, I bought you a Dollar Tree.
You can't do that. That's a franchise. You can buy them, all the air fresheners from there if you want.
I can't like pick up dinner.
No.
I've got $500 million. I can't buy someone coffee.
No, you can't.
This is tough, man.
I feel like everyone would just be like, sure, I'd still go through with it and figure something out.
Yeah, just
but there's
be
no
known
figuring
as
it
a
out.
miser.
You just come across like a complete piece of shit.
Yeah, you would. You really would.
You're worth $500 million. And here's
I mean, you
crappy
can
napkins.
You're still taking care of your immediate family, though, right?
Yeah. Okay, but still, even for them, gifts just from Dollar
They're
Tree.
not allowed to do it either. Okay.
Even for Rachel, anniversary, you're gonna get her a fly swatter or something.
Wait a minute. Even for like immediate family like that, I can't buy a gift.
Yeah, you can from Dollar General.
Okay. But we can still go out to dinner though, right?
Sure.
As a family.
Yeah, you can go out to dinner.
at Dollar General.
No, no.
God, I think I just still have to do it, right? It's terrible. Does everyone know that there's a condition to my having this?
No, you know that there's not. That's the biggest loophole you could possibly ask. I can't believe you've been asked it. Hell no. They know that you won and that you're now worth $700 million, and they also are hearing rumors that like you're not too generous. That you're giving people keychains, packs of Big Red.
This is insane. This is diabolical.
It's a really tough one. It's really. I asked Amy this one, and she said she wouldn't do it. She's like, I just couldn't be seen in that way.
I mean, dude, it's really tough. Part of me is like, yeah, because I'm looking for loopholes, which I guess I know you can't. There are no loopholes.
Yeah, look, you're living in a huge mansion, but when it comes time to for Rachel's birthday, you're giving her potholders.
Yeah.
I know the silence is deafening. This is a tough one.
Would you do it?
I really don't have an answer either, man. I guess yes, because I mean I have kids and set them up and whatnot, but it's a terrible look. Like in a way, you could say it's as bad of a look for your reputation as pubic hair on neck is for your image, for your actual physical image. It's a bad look.
It's really bad.
Ryan won the mega lotto. He's worth nearly $1 billion.
And then I'm like, hey,
and he gave me
you got to Venmo me for that coffee. I brought the coffee. You got to Venmo me.
Yeah, exactly. There's no picking up checks, which it seems like that's the minimum. If you win some mega lottery, you're obviously picking up the check for the rest of your life.
Right.
Like Alan Rickman, I remember saying, I love Alan Rickman. Obviously, if you don't know, I played Hans Gruber, Die Hard, fantastic actor, always a villain. And his friends were like, he just picked up the check forever after he did the Harry Potter movies. I'm like, yeah, who doesn't want to be that guy?
Yeah, for some reason I was picturing Alan Thicke at first, but yeah. Dude,
maybe he did too.
I hate it, but I think look. What about with my other, like with money that's independent of that? Can I spend that on people?
You know the answer is no.
God damn it!
You know the answer is no.
It's just it's impossible to turn that down if you're like. All right, I'll say no, just to say no.
Yeah, it's.
But I know if I
would say yes, but I think I would hate it in a way.
Yeah, if the call came, I would definitely say yes. If it was actually a possibility, I would say yes. But I want to think yes.
Does it make any difference if the pot is actually like 10 million? If the pot's 10 million and everybody knows it's 10 million and everybody knows it's you, does it make a big difference? Because then you're like, guys, after taxes, it's actually 4. And
sorry, I just got a cramp in my foot.
Here's a couple of Bic pens. I don't know that it makes that much difference.
After taxes, 4, and 4 doesn't go that far anymore.
4 million
doesn't go that far.
I gave you. Here's a sponge.
It's really tough. I think 10. I would say no. 500, absolutely. But actually, what is the difference between 10 and 5? Honestly, because if you invest the 10, well, you're living well for the rest of your life too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. There's really no amount that makes it okay.
Yeah.
Because up until now, you've been very generous with gifts, I'm sure. And then you become 10 times wealthier, 100 times wealthier, 1,000 times wealthier than now. And you're giving people absolute garbage.
Just the idea of being on the road with a friend or family member, and you go in, they're like, "Hey, can you get me a Twix?" And you go, "Okay, it's $3." God damn it! I think I gotta say no. I can't do it. That's too much, man.
It's really that's a really good one.
Yeah.
He also
just
asked,
the idea of like asking my brother for $3 for his Twix. I'm like, I'll give it to you when you
when
give me
you've
$3.
got 30 million in your
Yeah.
checking.
Right.
Can you spot me a quarter for parking? The other one is this one. This one I think is easy. You get 100,000 if you only eat things from Dollar Tree for 1 year.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, I would do it.
You're wrecking your health for the rest of your life, probably.
I mean, they have fruit there, you know.
They have fruit at Dollar General? What are you talking about? Are you serious?
Dollar Tree near us has, I'm not saying it's, you know, farmer's market fruit quality or something.
They have
but
fruit?
They have fruit.
So you're saying you're going to go a whole year eating nothing but fruit from Dollar Tree or Dollar General?
You're giving me a tax-free $100,000. I'll figure it out.
Okay, let me just say, I've never been in a Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I thought
They're
it
great
was just
stores.
I just thought it was a bunch of knickknacks, like that cost $1. Is that not right? I haven't been in a dollar store since I was a kid.
I mean, they have a wide variety of things. They have some groceries.
Yeah.
I mean,
But still, $100,000 to possibly wreck my health. Oh, so they do have groceries too. It's not just
some
I'm
of them
eating
do.
old apples. Oh,
look,
okay.
you're not going to be able to get a fillet or anything.
I'm not doing it for 100.
You're not getting a Wagyu steak.
I do it for $250 post tax.
God, driving up the price. Goodness. Did we lose the 7 openers hypothetical from last week? Did we lose that?
We did lose the 7 openers.
God, that's a bummer. Okay, here it is.
Let's do this one, then let's do a rank them and go to bed.
Let's do this.
I got to play hotel with my niece and nephew.
I also have conspiracy theories. So it's which way do you want to go?
No, 7 openers.
7 openers, because I have got a pretty good conspiracy. Okay. So you get 1 year, and you basically get to perform in the best clubs. We won't say theaters, but all the A clubs in the country. We're in the world. All the A clubs in the world.
Can we have the stipulation that there's no check drop during the show?
Sure.
Okay.
That doesn't matter. And you're headlining this. This is billed as come see Ryan Connor, and it's selling out. You're guaranteed sellouts for a year. You can do every night if you want to.
I don't.
And make whatever that is.
Okay.
You can sell merch. In fact, you're encouraged to sell merch. You got to do a meet and greet after. Here's where the rubber meets the road. And
Where
that
does
is
the rubber meet the road.
Yeah. You got to have 7 openers. You got to have 7 openers before you. You're doing a 90-minute show, and you only do 12 minutes at the end. Tops. That's all you can do is 12 minutes. You can do if you want to do any more than that, you can do 5 up front on the God mic while people are getting seated.
Can I bring the openers, the same openers for all the 7 shows, so I can at least have good comics?
No, not at all. They've all got to be
different comics from that city.
None of them can be in the biz,
dude,
for longer than 2 years.
Oh, good Lord. I mean, look, I don't want comics opening from me for more than 4 cities. Okay. if you got to pull more than 2, that sounds mean. Sorry if you're a comic listening in one of those cities.
There are no comics.
There aren't that many, but okay. So how many?
You've got to book it.
Okay. So you said clubs. So we're talking roughly 300 seats. We'll say on average.
Sure, but there's some that are bigger. And the clubs are paying.
There's a few, but okay. I don't want to do more than 24 weeks in a year, even on a busy year. I just don't like that. So 24 weeks, let's say, man, I really don't like doing more than 4 or 5 shows. So let's say 5 shows. 1 Thursday, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday. So 5. So it's really just 10 a month. So that's 120 a year. So 120 shows times 300 seats. And then how much are tickets? Like 30? Can we do more?
Sure.
Let's do 40 as ticket. I don't like that. That feels so greedy.
It's just
going
to piss people off, but sure.
It sounds greedy. Let's do 30. Even 30 feels greedy to me, but
yeah.
Oh, dude, no. If this was theater shows and we're selling 1,200 seats a night, absolutely.
But they're coming to see you.
This is the problem. Look,
1,080,000.
but that's gross. That's not net. All right. And if I'm somebody who sells out every week, I'm probably getting 90% a door, 80% a door. So let's say it's 900,000, right? It's 900,000, but I have to pay 7 openers because the clubs are not going to pay 7 openers. No, you do not.
I already said that. The clubs pay the openers. You're not paying the openers. But what you are having to deal with is doing 12 minutes at the end, 5 minutes of that with puppets. You have you have a meet and greet
with puppets.
And all anyone talks about is why does Ryan have 7 openers, all of which had their notebooks out? Why is he only doing 12 minutes? That's all anyone wants to talk about in the Q&A is like, I came to watch you. I really liked your Amazon special. You were billed as a headliner, and you can't really say anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'd have to turn that down, man.
You turn it down?
With the puppet aspect, too, 12 minutes and the puppet aspect, and I have to book 7 people. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy money. Let's be honest.
Fine. But you can do 15 minutes.
At first, I was like, I could sell merch. No one's buying merch after that experience. I've destroyed my reputation. No, I can't do it. Like
all 7 of your openers are outside hawking your merch.
No, but then no one's going to buy it because they're going to be furious with me.
They're all saying if you want to see him do a full set, you want to see Ryan do a full set.
I feel like Willie Loman now. All I have is my name. All right.
The first comic,
I think that's
has to be completely green. Gets an opening. Does the first 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
The next 2 comics.
Wait a minute. If you're going to make it worse, you got to sweeten it up first too. You have to say it's going to be in theaters. There has to be an appeal to me before you make it worse.
You got to do 5 minutes on the God mic. Opener who's
5 on the
done
God.
It only a few times does 8 right off the bat.
So so theaters. So we're talking about 3.5 times more money, roughly $4 million.
Sure. The next 2 comics are doing 20 apiece, so that's 3 comics, and then you have. So what are you up to now? 48 minutes. And then you have
5 minutes next on the 4 comics. Insane.
The next 4 comics.
5 minutes on the God mic is insane.
The next 4 comics go 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, 8 minutes, 1 minute. So now you
10, 1, 8, 1.
And then you go up and you do 15, 5 of which is with puppets, and you do a Q&A. For free.
I do 20 minutes total,
and but
5 is God mic, 5 is puppets.
I'm doing not Q&A. I'm doing a meet and greet afterwards for free. And you've got to say it like that.
If anyone wants to punch me in the face, this is your chance.
For free. You've got to say that like you're doing them a favor.
For free. Dude, I got a show coming up in January. They were like, let's do a deal where if you buy tickets for the front 4 rows, you get to do a meet and greet. And I'm like, I'll meet and greet anyone. Let's not do this. Let's not make it seem like it's an exclusive thing.
Would you do it? Theaters. You're talking $3 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodness. All anyone says is
I'm doing 20 minutes.
The nicest. You're not doing well. You're doing 5 on the God mic, so I guess all anyone can say.
Yeah, they'll think it's like anti-comedy and they'll love it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could rewrite it, but all you can really say is like, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm headlining. This
is what we do now. A sitcom's 22 minutes. You ever watch this? Who did I say that recently? And I was like, man, I couldn't disagree more. They were like, yeah, 22 minutes. They were like justifying all these people putting out bad social media comedy specials that are 20 minutes. And it was like, no one ever watches a sitcom. And they're like, yeah, I want to watch another one. It's like, what? That's what people do.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
I heard someone say that.
Okay. Well, so you would do that, but you would not do it if it were clubs.
Right. Would not do it for clothes.
So it has
no.
nothing to do with how much you're inconveniencing people and disappointing them. It has to do with the money in your
Well,
pocket.
no, in this scenario, I'm doing twice as much material, too. I wouldn't do it for 12 minutes either. In
but
any
5
scenario.
minutes
But
of
you're
it is
saying
over
20.
the God mic.
20 is a big jump from 12. 12 just feels like I'm a guy who's there. 20 is like, okay, he did more time. Maybe some of these people in the crowd haven't been to shows and don't realize that's absurdly short.
Even with the puppets?
It's so funny. Even with 20, I do like a 20-minute wind down when I'm doing a show. So it's like the idea of like I get on stage and be like, all right, let's land the plane.
All right. Wouldn't bother you with the 7 openers having to book. That's a lot of logistics.
It's awful, but our friend Pete has software that can do that.
Okay.
People just send in their avails. It'll and then all I have to do is send them an email.
All right. I've got
Oh, you
one,
had you
one
had
rank
another caveat to it last week that was so good.
What was it?
You were
if
like,
they were all girls, like
they have to all be women between 23 and 25,
yeah,
and they're
all women,
and they all just started doing comedy. Yeah. And I was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that.
I forgot about that.
Talk about ruining your life.
They have to be between the ages of 23 and 28 and have less than 2 years under their belt.
Right. Absolutely not.
That's the deal breaker. Okay.
Absolutely not. No.
And they're all hawking your material.
Talk about
merch.
being right. Like right. Like I can't even think. Like they're selling Van Halen T-shirts after the show. In 1986, not a great reference, but
all right,
you get the point.
I gotta rank them, and then you rank them, and then we'll peace out.
This I forgot is also to write a rank them, but I can try to make one up on the spot. Go.
Right. Okay. This is again from Kai. Man, he has been just like flooding me in brilliance, just brilliance. He's got a new podcast that just came out. It's a really interesting history podcast where he makes you guess connections. I think the first one's called "Call Me Batgirl." It's really good. Cool. Here is his really funny rank them. Mm-hmm. And if you don't know what rank them is, imagine perfect partner, and they've got one of these 3 attributes. You could even say flaws if you wanted to. Your job as the person answering is to rank them in order from the most tolerable to the least tolerable.
Mm-hmm.
You're with
so
this
it's the same person. The
same
only difference
person.
are these defining characteristics.
Yes, same person. Number 1, this is your dream person. One of these 3, rank them. Number 1, the only music they can tolerate hearing at all is Mambo number 5. Number 2.
So any other music, they're just annoyed and like, please turn this off.
Yeah,
if you're hosting a party, they're like, Mambo number 5, repeat. Okay. Okay.
Number 2 is still recognized online and in person for having had sex with the entire roster of the Atlanta Hawks on the team plane.
Which year?
Why don't we call it 08?
Okay.
Number 3 believes that 2 people should poop before you flush. Really a really good one.
The last one is first. 2 people poop before you flush has got to be number 1.
That's what I said. Yeah.
Man, I love I love music too much for this Mambo number 5 one. But this Atlanta Hawks team on the plane is really bothersome. That's tough, man. You said people recognize her everywhere from it?
Online and in person. Yep.
Oh, God, I mean,
people of a certain age, obviously. People who would remember the 08 Hawks team, you're not exactly like, that's not something that you're going to find on, online necessarily.
We could just be at dinner
probably
and someone's like, wait a minute. Hawks?
Yeah.
That could happen. Exactly. It's got to be third. I'm sorry. It has to be Mambo number 5, and I just go to concerts by myself.
Mambo number 5 is a fun song that I actually don't hate, but the idea of it being the only song you can listen to without argument. Goodness.
How do you
Pretty
rank
good
them?
one. I would rank them as Poop's number one.
Yeah.
It's just like you always say
fun.
this. It interferes the least with my life.
Yeah.
That's what the poop is. And I think I would actually get used to it. No kids. Wait, we're gonna hold off on
that. We're gonna keep it.
Nope, don't touch it.
We're actually gonna keep it.
Don't flush it. I know what I said last week. Wash your hands, but don't flush from now on. Daddy will come around later and flush it. Oh God. It would.
All right, so that's number one. What's number two?
I think Hawks is probably number two.
It's a tough one.
I think Hawks is number two because it's just, they had a party time in their lives.
Yeah, and it's about the being recognized everywhere you go thing. That's the part where you're just having fun. You're at a wedding and someone's like, Hawks girl.
Yeah, it's like a extremely exaggerated version of Chasing Amy. Yeah, so it's gonna be Poop, Hawks, and then Mambo, which it just oh my God.
Yeah.
And I don't even hate the song.
It would be like they're at a wedding. They just want to hear Mambo number 5. I just had a flashback to an uncle that I saw today at his own daughter's wedding. He got really annoyed. They played it was like it's like 20 years ago. They played Macarena, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, we're sitting at the table next to each other, and he goes, Jesus Christ. And then the next song, and before he can play the next song, he's like, man, play some fucking Stones or something. Like they're gonna play the Stones at a wedding. Play some fucking Stones or something. And then the next song was a one of those like group dance songs. I can't remember what it's called. And he just goes, God bless America. And he hit the table and he went outside.
Play some Dark Side of the Moon, for God's sake. This is a wedding.
God bless America. My rank them that I have for you. Rank them as a game where we list 3 characteristics for a person who's perfect for you in every way except for these 3 defining characteristics. You must rank them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Number 1. Speaks Pig Latin exclusively.
Oh, God, that's awful. Okay.
Exclusively, yeah.
Okay.
I can't even do it. Number 2, whenever they can't think of what they're going to say, if they're just searching for the word, they go, so how do you say? Like a French kind of accent. So like, let me just get a sentence here. Okay, I'm just reading for something. I don't know where the how do you say donor site is.
Yeah, it'd be
Number 3
cute for about a week. Yep.
Number 3, once a day in public does their Chinese accent.
Oh God. How public are we talking about?
Just somewhere in public. I mean, not standing up in the middle of a movie theater and saying it, but just walking down the street and they're like, oh, I'm not going to do it here because I like to have a life. Remember, like the most famous character from Mad TV was someone doing this fake Vietnamese thing. It was so awful. But anyway,
yeah, it was sadly popular for a very long time. I mean, wasn't Breakfast at Tiffany's? Wasn't there like a big part in that movie? Very famous movie of a guy just doing an impression of like an Asian neighbor.
How do you say? Positive. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So the first one was what? Pig Latin all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably 3.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's intolerable, insufferable. Pig Latin all the time, and you've got to decipher it.
Just imagine that you're like. Your type of life would be like, man, this person is so pretentious. Oh, what about them is pretentious? Just speak Pig Latin all day.
Yeah, awful.
It's not even.
That's the worst.
Doesn't make sense.
It would be the French thing first, the Asian impression second, unfortunately, and it would be third if not for Pig Latin all the time. I thought you were going to say Pig Latin like just in romantic situations. But how
about it's just that then?
It's still number
They-
3 for me.
It would probably be 2 then, and then
No. Okay.
Asian 3.
Pig Latin during romantic situations and when ordering from a restaurant.
Then it's back to 3 again. Then it's back to 3 because then it's all the time. It comes back to what you're saying. How much does it affect your life? It's all like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Pig
Easy.
Latin when speaking to judges. So it's not going to affect you until it really affects you.
Then it really, yeah, brutal.
They're for jury duty. Do you have anyone ever experienced this? Raise your hand. And okay, please explain yourself. Elway, hin
Oh my God.
inway, Osway. Yeah, I think I got to go the same order. The how do you say is awful, but way worse.
Oh, it's harmless in
because
comparison.
it just sounds you just sound like a douche. But the Chinese accent, good lord.
I mean, the how you say is just something like you do at a party, and then after a while, your significant other would just be like, "Oh, he loves doing this. He does it every time." It'd be like if you're going to shake somebody's hand and then you do your hair. It'd be that.
Yeah. How do you say, I need to go, my brother is here?
Right.
Guys, thank you for listening to Connor vs. Cobb. Cobb, what would you like to promote?
I can't think of anything right now because I'm
You got
just sweating.
nothing?
I'm very sweaty.
Well, I'm going to be performing in a city near you with 7 openers.
Doing 12 minutes.
Yeah. I will be in Edmonton, September something, 9th to 12th, something like that, and in Minnesota soon after, and Philly, DC, Chicago with you, and some other places that I cannot remember. San Diego is
Nice.
it's not on the calendar yet, though, actually. But it's happening. Anything else?
Nah, man, it was good. It was fun.
I also got my book, The Party. Read it.
Man.
Find out what's going to happen in the world in 60 years. Guys, thank you for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe, recommend us to a friend, or don't. Thank you so much. Bye, Nick.
Bye-bye.
Just a couple of guys palling around, coming out of your speakers, a beautiful sound. They debate, berate, and have a laugh or two. Connor v. Cobb, for me and for you. La 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 la, la 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 la. Connor v. Cobb, for me and you.
Ryan and Nick. Nick and Ryan. The Scoundrels of the Hour.